episode 4 of Hanky's anime and doujin reviews. Episode 4, now made for all ages. Like I said, as I explained before, I got age restricted for like 3 months. Twitch, don't read the title, please. I got age restricted for about 3 months because of this last time, because I was being a little bit too explicit for Twitch. So this time we're gonna be family friendly. We're gonna be an all ages channel. We're gonna talk about the Bible. We're gonna talk about PBS Kids. And I'm gonna make sure that I am very safe today and don't use any bad words that Twitch will put me in timeout for 3 months for. Wow, I can't wait to bring the entire family. Make sure to bring the whole family. I'm sure your kids, your wife, your grandmother, your neighbors, bring them all here. Come sit them down, have them watch a Panky stream, have them watch the anime and doujinshi review of episode 4. Fun for the whole family. It really is. I mean, your grandma is gonna get a hoot out of this, fellas. I swear to God, kid-friendly review where we do nothing but be absolutely so say so today. We're so up. Never been more up. First doujin on the docket today. So I believe this is a one that Lazuli sent, and if you know anything about Lazuli, he's been in the community for a little while. He is a big fan of his gyarus and dark skin and black women. He loves them. He just can't get enough of them. And so doujin number 1 that we're showing off today is The Girl Who Saw the Bitch Monthly. So main tags: gyaru, dark skin, nakadashi. The whole gist of this is that these two are a couple. This guy and this girl right here. You're not coming on my desk, Pookie. This guy and this girl are dating. Okay, so the girlfriend finds like a whole. This guy has a whole stash under his bed of just like black girl like porn mags. Like dark skin, black girl, gyaru porn mags that just under his thing, right? And so his girlfriend finds all of these porn mags and she's like, I don't really look like this. Do you hate me? And he's like, no, I love you for who you are. I just, that's just like porn that I jerk off to. I'm sorry, babe. And then, like a couple weeks go by and they don't see each other. And then the next time they see each other, she just turned herself into gyaru and be like, well, I knew you like gyaru so much, so I decided to turn myself into one to make you happy. And he's like, awesome, and they go at it. That it's a very simple doujin. There's a girl said, babe, I love you so much, and smashed the shit out of her. No, it's so crazy. So like, okay, so like, where am I gonna find a bitch who decides to just change their race because I find black people hotter? Where am I gonna find someone who changes their race because I find that race way hotter than the one that they were before? I mean, let's be so real. Like, that is a whole different level of commitment you gotta have to your partner to just straight up like switch teams. You know how in Call of Duty you could just hit the switch teams button and you go on the enemy team? That's exactly what she did. TF2 team balancing. Race maxing is crazy. But like, how much do you gotta love someone to change your race because they get turned on more by black women? Or it really just said switching sides. No, it's crazy. And so like, so all it is that she switches her race, and then the boyfriend is like, whoa, you are way hotter. And then the girlfriend is like, yeah, now that I'm your preferred type of girl, you can do anything you want with me. And he's like, wait, really? And then she proceeds to sit on his face, and then they get into it. I have no complaints. Unironic. Okay, so like for those who know, okay, I am a guy who enjoys uh butts a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Like butts are like #1 favorite thing of all time. Like without a doubt, not a not a doubt in my mind. It's #1. Butts are my favorite thing ever. And the first thing that she does, you see the panel right here, the first thing she does is like she just sits on his face right after like she like meets him, like after becoming a Gyaru. And she's like, how do you like it? And she's, it's so peak. It's so peak. It's so fucking good. No, but like anyway, moving back on to the topic of the doujin. This shit is straight gas. Like I'm not even like gonna lie. Everything about it to me is amazing. The fact that she's a dark-skinned Gyaru, okay? The fact that she loves him so much that she's willing to switch races just to make him bricked, okay? The fact that she's getting off on him praising her for being a pretty girl that looks amazing as a Gyaru. Face sitting. She's caked up to the gills, brother. And look at that. She loves him so much. She's like, I just want you to do anything you want to me. I don't care. You have full 100% access to me because I love you so much that I was willing to switch races. So now you can do whatever you want to me and I don't care because I love you that much. Everything about it is perfect. All of the art, all of the scenes where they're going down on each other, all of the love and affection and like how willing she is for him. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna lie. This shit was a 10 out of 10. It's peak. It is not a doubt in my mind that this is one of my favorite doujins I have read, just, you know, of all time. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so peak. It's peak. I was reading it and I was like, oh my god, like there was literally no complaints. Not even an 11. I probably could have given it an 11, but this is like unironically one of the best doujins I've read, like, period, ever. I am begging you, please. I am begging you to please read this shit. This shit is so gas. Great job, Laslie. Most of the stuff Laslie has sent has been good. Most of it. There's some stuff that Laz has sent that's been like okay or whatever, but like all of it at the very least is like a minimum 7 out of 10 that he sends, right? But like he's sent like at least 2 or 3 like 10 out of 10s to me. Like Laz is just like good at like like Laz just has good taste. He just has good taste. I love Laslie. He's a great member of my community. I love him. My fellow brother in Christ. I'll buy him some Don Julio Popeyes later for this one for sure. But anyway, the doujin, by the way, the girl who saw the bitch monthly. That's like the English name of it or whatever. Bro has the goats, but he also got the clop, so I mixed. Nah, everything he's into, like almost everything he's into it's peak, I'm afraid. It's peak. Name of the book again. It's right there. I just said it. It's right there if you want to. But this one is good. I highly recommend looking into this one. This was good. This was peak. It was. I'm telling you, when this happened on the panel, my jaw dropped. Like I clicked the next page and she just immediately like boom, like on his face. I'm telling you, like I had never gotten so bricked so fast in my entire life. Moving on, 10 out of 10 for that. Thank you, Laslie, for that. So, okay, rock, paper, scissors, doujin number 2. So this one features incest, water sports, and pet play. So you read doujinshi for the plot and stay for the horny? Yeah, that's about what I was expecting. This one was sent today, actually, by someone, and so I decided to like throw this into the mix because I wanted to review one of the like new ones that were sent. 10 out of 10 for Picky already. Hell nah. Nah. It's another good one. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. Like unironically, like I know that's like a lot, like you're like, really? I don't have a whole lot to say about this one. It's just like, it's good, it's well drawn, although it is a little funny, I won't lie. So like, let me get into it. So like, the plot synopsis of this is that it opens up with the little sister, which is this girl right here. She's on the bed and she's looking at pictures of a dog, and she's like, Oni-chan, do you want to become my pet for a day? And he's like, no, fuck off. And then she like keeps like begging him to like to be a pet for her so that she can act like she has a dog. And then the brother is like, all right, how about we play rock paper scissors, and whoever loses has to be the other person's pet. And so the little sister is like, okay. And then it's really funny because like, so like on one page, it's them like saying like rock paper scissors, and then the exact next page is it's this panel. It's cropped, but it's this panel right here where she is dressed up as a dog outside, squatting in the backyard, like pissing on the ground. And it's just like, it's just it was just so sudden, and just like the switch from like the sudden, like they like one panel rock paper scissors, and then you click to go the next page, and it's just, she's just fully nude, squatting on the ground, pissing on the ground. And the brother is like, you're a dog, so of course you are only allowed to go outside in the grass. What the fuck kind of like, the whiplash I got was crazy. Like, just like the insane like level of whiplash. Like, yeah, you're totally right. That's actually exactly what I got. It was just whiplash, like what I got. It was just so sudden, and just so, the smash cut. Yeah, the smash cut to it was so funny. It made me laugh out loud, actually. I could, you may be wondering how I got here. So like, other than like the smash cut to just like her like being a dog for her older brother outside, it's pet play stuff. So like, he like shoves a giant dog tail plug in her pussy. And he like makes her piss on the ground and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Average pet play stuff. And then the little sister is like, your dog is in heat, please help me. And then they do it in the backyard where all of their neighbors can hear them as she barks, of course. She has to go number 2? No, just piss. She just has to piss. I don't know which one's number 1 and number 2, but she just pees. There's no scat. That's for Euphoria. That's for Euphoria. But there's no scat in this one. Just was that warning from Twitch? What? Wait, what? Was that what? Was that warning from Twitch? What do you mean? What's the name again? What was the name? Rock, paper, scissors. It's I don't know. The sister is hot. She has a lot of smug energy in the beginning, and then the brother puts her in her place by making her pee outside. So it's kind of like it's like the whole like correction thing, you know, correction. Ooh, all. He corrects his little sister. It's a little silly, to say the least. Is the anime good? The doujin was pretty good. The art, I mean, the art is well drawn. It's I like the plot a bit. It's okay though. You would know a lot about correction Uo, wouldn't you? Well, okay, okay. Here's the thing, right? Okay. Here's the thing, right? Okay, here's the thing about this one, all right, guys. It was okay though. I mean, like, what was the rating? A 9 out of 10. I can't tell if I want to be the dog or have someone be my dog now. Yeah, I gave it a 9 out of 10. I think the only thing that was like keeping it from like a 10 out of 10, I don't know, just there wasn't the smash cut was so funny, but there wasn't enough like one build up to it. It just kind of happened, and then also it felt like it ended way too short because this is like another 20-page one, right? But the difference between this is that the art in this is, like, in my opinion, way better, and it also has things, they include things in it that I like a lot better. This one is like, he just like corrects his little sister, which is like, I like it, but like the sister is like, oh, she's big boobied and blah, 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 blah. You know, it's an okay. But yeah, I like it. It's a 9 out of 10 though. It's, you know, it could be a little bit longer though. It could use for a little bit more setup for some shit. How great and awesome. Yeah, you read for the plot? Okay. No. Okay. I cannot be the only one who thinks, okay, I refuse to believe. Simply, I refuse to believe. I cannot be the only one who likes just like a little bit of plot in my anime in doujins, because like I like the build up to it, right? The build up to it is what makes it spicy for me. Like, I like having like a little bit of story to get connected to the characters, and then we get to the loot shit, right? That's why I fuck with visual novels like erogaze a lot, or at least like, you know, like some erogaze. Like 𝒽𝒃 is one of my favorite things of all time, because you spend like minimum like 4 hours like talking to and getting to know and reading and like watching all of the scenes with your cat girls and like getting to know them and like having silly goofy moments, and then the build up, I'm telling you, the build up to the lewd scenes just is so much better, because like you already have such a deep connection to the characters already from like watching them and like having like silly moments and getting to know them for like 4 hours like minimum with like no loot shit. Dude, I am telling you, it makes it better. Depends on me whether I'm up for some story. I just want to get straight to the point. Okay, I get it. Actually, I do. Because like I'm definitely like that too, where it's like I am able to like watch stuff like anime and doujins. I'm able to watch that if it gets straight to the point, right? Like it's not like it's a must, but it makes it a lot better for me. If there's like a little bit of like build up and story to it, right? Now, you know. Now, these two are about the same length, so why is this a 10 out of 10? Like I said, I'm just into the girl more, and there's more scenes and actions that they do that are more to my liking, so that's why it's a 10 out of 10. But for this one, I felt like I would have liked it more if there was more build up to like what was happening. Also, hi baby, hi. But I feel I can't be the only one, right? Who likes a little bit of story with my smut. I'm not the only one. It feels nice to work up to it. You feel me? But anyway, this is a 9 out of 10. I thought it was very good. It was very well drawn. The dog sister girl was hot. The smash cut to her just pissing outside on the ground was actually like the funniest thing that I've seen all day. I thought that shit was hilarious. Anyway, let's move on to the third and final doujin for today. This rental app lets you borrow anything. Yippee! So, this was from my lovely mod, by the name of Soma. So, Soma had submitted this one, to me. Lovely. I love Soma. He's a very great and, loyal mod of mine. He's the one that sent this. He sent this a while back, and I, decided that, that this was one of the ones that I would read for today. This sounds like a Soma thing. So the main tags are lolly, Shota, and incest. Now, I would probably get rid of the Shota tag after reading it, because, like, I just look at the main tags and I put them in there. I like the 3 biggest ones that I think are, like, you know, if there's, like, it's vanilla, I won't put vanilla in there or whatever. I'll put, like, the main tags that, like, you know, I don't think a whole lot of people wouldn't look for vanilla. They would look for specific things like Yaru or whatever, which is when I put his tag. But I wouldn't put Shota in there because, like, Shota appears at the very end for, like, 1 panel. But I'll explain that later. But anyway, so this doujin, very simple, very straightforward. An app that lets you rent anything appears on the brother's phone. And when I mean anything, I mean anything. So he goes on the app and he rents out his little sister. Personally, if I was this guy who got an app to rent literally anything in the world on it, I don't think my my sister would be anywhere close to the top of the list, but sure, I guess. Why? There would be so many other things I would try to rent first. No, that's real. To each their own, I suppose. No, that's the first thing that I thought. Like, unironically, it's the first thing that I thought. It's the first thing that I thought. But, like, you know what? It is what it is. So this is our main heroine of the doujin. This is the elusive little sister, and then this is the fucking brother. Now, of course, the older brother, they just had to give him like the anime protagonist haircut with like the fucking bangs covering his eyes, and so you just couldn't see his full face. You love to see it. The author knew exactly what they were doing when they when they did this one. They knew exactly what they were doing. I downloaded Twitch just because I saw one of your videos. You're welcome. I probably try to rent like an F-35 or something. I would rent someone I love dearly. Well, creep. I rent a sausage dog. What the fuck do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? And it's very simple. I mean, he literally just rents his little sister, and he uses her. Now the thing is that he gets edged a little bit because the rental period, it's 5,000 yen, which in like USD, that's about $30. So he rents out 5,000 yen for 30 minutes of time with her. And just before he was about to do the deed, because he like teased the sister a little bit, you know, did some acts to her and stuff like that. But just before he was about to do the deed, his rental time ran out, and she was like, "Oh well, sucks to be you," and she just like walked out of his room. There's not a whole lot to say here. 5K for 30. I had to like censor some stuff here. Like I put like blocks over it just to make sure that like over some more of like the explicit. I had to put like block some of the more explicit like dialogue here just to like make sure I wouldn't get in trouble. But it's good. I like it. The bell doesn't dismiss you. It's terrible. I know. No, he got edged by his little sister, bro. It was terrible. I felt bad for him. But the art is okay. I mean, like, okay, I'm gonna be so real with you. Compared to like these like other two, where like actually the art was like very immaculate and very well done. I'm not gonna lie, this was a bit of a drop off in quality. I'm a sucker for lollies, chat. That's just how I am. I'm afraid that the power of the lolly is too strong for me. So even if the art and the quality of this was in my opinion worse than the previous two that I had just read, the main heroine was a little sister lolly. So that like bumped it up a few points for me personally. How far? What could someone go before you consider it an addiction? What are we talking about right now? What are we talking about right now? This is not an addiction. What are we talking about? I am a perfectly normal and human being who I'm perfectly normal. I'm perfectly fine. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I am perfectly normal. Are you sure about that? Oh my god. Okay. So the funniest thing about this to me, it's not even like the for lack of a better word, retarded fucking premise of the doujin, where he just gets an app randomly that lets him rent anything, and the first thought he has is my little sister. It's not even that. It's so I think it's like his little sister's friend in her school decides to rent out the brother. And so the last couple like pages of the doujin is the little sister's male friend in a maid dress using the brother to for his own desires. Can you rent tentacles? Perchance. So I'm not gonna lie, that was actually like I think personally the last couple pages were just like the funniest shit ever. Cause like you just like the sister like walks in on her male friend in school in a maid dress, just giving the most diabolical head to her older brother. And like there's like literally like it's like literally like a shot zoomed in on like the maid dress that this like friend is wearing, and you just see his like bulge through the maid dress. It's so funny. I've read stupider stuff. Let me see, please. I can't, I'm afraid. I'm afraid I can't because I would get banned. And I'm trying to be PG today. This is a family-friendly Panky stream today. This is a family-friendly stream where we are working very hard to not get banned off the platform today. But this doujin was pretty good. Like I said, the art and the quality of it was worse than the other two I had just read, but it was also bumped up by the fact that it was lolly, and also it was a little funny. So 8 out of 10 for me. The art could be better, but I'm a sucker for lollies, I'm afraid. That's my overall like notes on that. If it wasn't lolly, like if it was like older sister, it'd probably be like a 6, like genuinely. Like it gave it 2 whole points for me, the fact that it was lolly. Of course, yeah, I had to do it, of course. One of the first one of the first animes that I reviewed in this series was Shoujo Ramene. So the main tags, if you don't know Shoujo Ramene, you've been living under a rock. This is a very infamous anime. The main tags for this one were lolly and water sports, and I have some stuff to say about that. So if you don't know anything about Shoujo Ramene, like the whole gist of it is that this guy right here, he is the owner of a candy shop, and lots of girls like going over to his candy shop to get candy. And sometimes the girls may not have money to get candy, so he lets them pay in other ways or whatever. Anyway, he's friends with a group of three girls, and in the first episode, we covered the girl who really liked sweets named 𝒽𝓃. And in the second episode, we covered Tenka and this girl. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but Tenka and 𝒽𝓃 are the two girls that we follow in this episode. She asked the old man for advice on how to become like an idol, basically like a Japanese pop star. And this girl has a crush on one of her friends, the one from the last episode named 𝒽𝓃. And hope we're all doing great though. No, it's so like, okay. So like it's split in basically into two parts that have nothing to do with each other. So it's a 20-minute episode. Part 1 is 10 minutes and part 2 is like the other 10 minutes, and they have nothing to do with each other. So it's kind of like episode like 2 and 3. Basically just like separate episodes. But the first one is like this girl wants help trying to become an idol pop star in Japan, and so the old man is like, oh, I have the perfect idea, and has her wear a bikini, and it just takes a bunch of pictures of her in a bikini, and is like is like, oh, I'll like, don't worry, when I post these pictures online, people will love you and you'll become a famous pop star instantly from how much people love you. What's going on in that third picture? Yogurt? What? Nah, it's crazy. This guy is like S+ level gaslighter. Like, because, okay, he makes her wear a bikini, right? And he's taking pictures of her, right? And then like suddenly in the middle of taking pictures, she turns around and this guy is just like full mast. He's full mast, fully out, pants are off, and she's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why is that thing staring at me right now? And he looks at her and he says, this is your fault. This is your fault. Dude, the gaslighting from this guy, I shouldn't say that. I was about to say I should take notes from this guy on how to gaslight, but I instantly backpedaled because the implication they got would be a list for sure. Say it like you mean it. I should take notes from this guy for sure. He knows what he's doing. God damn, he's a professional. And then that's just the first half of the episode, right? That's just the first half of the episode. So the second half of the episode, the latter 10 minutes, covers this girl, right? And so there's a third girl in the group that's not among the pictures here. There's a third girl in their friend group named 𝒽𝓃, right? She's a brown-haired lolly or whatever. And so this girl goes up to the candy man and is like, I have a crush on my friend 𝒽𝓃. And the candy man is like, do you want me to show you how to make 𝒽𝓃 happy? And she's like, yes, I'll do anything to make 𝒽𝓃 happy. And he has her give him head, and he's like, imagine this is 𝒽𝓃. Sounds fun. No, it's so funny. So like, for anybody that doesn't know or has never seen it, so in 𝒽𝓃𝓃, okay, there is a scene in 𝒽𝓃𝓃 which I have talked about many times. It's in volume 2 of 𝒽𝓃𝓃. It's with Azuki, who is the brown-haired lolly cat girl of the group of cat girls in I'm sure that took her straight. So Azuki is the brown-haired cat girl lolly of the group in 𝒽𝒾, and there's a scene in 𝒽𝒾 where when Azuki busts, she pisses all over the floor when she busts, right? There is that exact same scene. Like, I'm talking like the candy man is like lifting the girl in the exact same position, in the exact same way as that scene in volume 2 of 𝒽𝒾, and she like pisses all over the floor. So that's where the water sports came in. That was pretty epic. Very, very, very epic of this. Very, very cool. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Anyway, of course, I couldn't give this any lower of a rating, but 10 out of 10. Absolute cinema, I'm afraid. It was going to be a 9, but the piss scene at the end pulled it all together to make it a 10. The Fox Girls Naughty In, episode 1. So, the main tags in this one were defloration, 𝒽𝒾, and then fantasy. Whenever I watch anime that's drawn really well, I instinctually check the tags just to make sure I didn't miss something. Furry art is another good example. That's true. That's true. So, this one right here. So, the plot synopsis of this one's a lot more lighthearted. This one isn't lolly. This is just like a regular big chested anime girl. So like the whole the plot synopsis of this one is, so it starts off that this girl is a fox, okay, and she get caught in a bear trap, and then a human that passes by ends up freeing her from the trap and gives her some food and like nurses her like back to like health or whatever. And then like he just like walks away and just like lives to see another day or whatever, right? And so this girl, who's like still a fox at the time, says like, oh, like I wanna show appreciation to the guy who rescued me from the bear trap. And so like she goes up to like a shrine of like a god or something, and she gives it some like berries or whatever, like as a fox, by the way. And then the god is like, well, thank you for giving me your offerings. As a thank you, I'm gonna grant your wish and let you show appreciation to the guy who saved you. And and the god turns her into a fox girl, like a fox girl human 𝒽𝒾 thing. And so that's how it starts. And so like this is like what she looks like in like her like fox girl human, half human form or whatever. And so this isn't going where you think it is, by the way. So like she like runs away to go find the guy who saved her, and she just finds his corpse on the ground, right? And the guy is like, please, you're the fox who I rescued earlier, right? Please save my inn and take care of it from being destroyed or something like that. And she's like, okay, I'll make sure to take care of your inn, sir. And then he just like dies on the ground. And so she's like now the official owner of this guy's inn. And so now she has to run this inn that this guy just like keeled over and died for. Already watched it. It's peak. Yo, holy shit, he's dead. No, it was a twist. Because like, okay, I thought like in the first like 5 minutes of this, I was like, oh, I know exactly where this is going. She gets turned into a fox girl human, and she's gonna like go down on the guy who saved her as like thank you for saving me. Let me go down on you, right? But no, he just like dies, which is like, you know what? At least it subverted my expectations. You know, we're so up, right? Out of all the judges so far, how many have involved lollies? This one isn't lolly. No, this one isn't lolly. No, this isn't lolly. No, this isn't lolly. This is not lolly. She's like a regular big-chested anime girl. This isn't lolly. But anyway, we're so up. We've never been more up. We're so up. Anyway, so then it shows her that she goes and she has to learn how to take care of this inn and take care of all the guests who live inside the inn or whatever. And she finds a book about how to run an inn and be an innkeeper. And the book says, quote unquote, this was screenshots of the subtitles. It said, the important factors of being an innkeeper or whatever, like taking care of an inn, are having clean rooms, delicious meals, and a sexual service afterward. So, of course, wanting to take care of this guy's inn, which for some reason, I don't know if this implies that the guy who ran the inn gave sexual services to all of his guests before, or he just chose not to because he was a guy. I don't know like what the implication of that means, but it never answers it for us, I'm afraid. But anyway, so the fox girl wanting to be a good owner of the inn that she was given to by this guy, thank you, Ilmata, for the 5 gifted. Ilmata, thank you. Mwah. I love you, Pookie. I thank you. We're talking about our favorite anime and doujins right now. But anyway, of course, wanting to be a good innkeeper, she goes up to all of the guests that are currently staying in the inn, and she gives them all sexual favors like the book told her to. And that's what it is. It's just, she runs an inn, she like takes care of her guests, she cooks and cleans for them, and she makes money, and then she gives them sexual services, like a good innkeeper should. I don't have access to the channel to give submissions. It's fine. But this wasn't like, it wasn't like super freaky. Like, it was pretty vanilla for what it was. Like, there wasn't like anything like super crazy or like super like, whoa, that's like really kinky or taboo or something. Like, it was just a big chested hot fox girl taking care of her renters or whatever. Like, there was like, it was, this is like probably like, I think like the most tame thing I've read today, like unironically. It was just, there was no like sauce or like spice to it. It was just hot fox girl fucks all of the guys in her inn to be a good fox, and like she doesn't like, there's no like non-con to it or something. Like, she consents to all of it. In fact, she's more than willing and happy to help them whenever they ask her. Like, she's like, do you want me to help you, sir, like a good innkeeper should? And they're like, yes, please, and whatever. It was good. I really liked the girl. She reminded me a lot of Senko, which is like that's like an absolute W for me. It was just like Senko, she had some bigger boobs. Oh my god, wait, no, it was so funny. Sorry, I looked at my likes and dislikes, and it reminded me. Like, so after she like goes inside the inn for the first time and like becomes the I guess the official owner of the inn, immediately, like before we get into like any of the loot shit or whatever, the fucking IRS comes knocking on the door and is like, hey, you owe like 1,000,000 yen worth of debt for this inn. And because you're the new owner now, you have to give 1,000,000 yen to us by the end of the week. The fucking, of course the IRS gets involved, like immediately as soon as she gets it. They just come knocking on the door. The IRS is actually the most powerful fucking like service ever. Oh, the previous owner definitely committed suicide. That probably would have been like a really important plot detail, actually, to like mention. Like yeah, now that I think about it, he definitely killed himself because he was 1,000,000 yen in debt. Wasn't there an anime around Hachi? I don't know what that is. You owe us 1,000,000? Oh god, yen. Oh, it's not that bad. How much is 1,000,000 yen? Million down to 100,000 down to 10,000. So it's around $6,000. No, it's around $6,000. It's not 10k. That's not 10k. That's like $6,000. Because the yen is very, yeah, 6,500. Yep. So like, honestly, owing, I don't know why he would kill himself if he was only like $6,000 in debt. because like honestly, in terms of like debt, that's like not crazy at all. But like I don't, that's just me though. I don't think like I don't think like $6,000 worth of debt is like worth killing yourself over. But I don't know, like I've never been $6,000 in debt, so I don't know, maybe, who knows. Considering everything, it was pretty basic. The main girl is hot. She's just a fluffy little fox girl with a nice chest, and it's consensual, and she's happy to do it, and there's nothing bad that happens in it, and it's just fluffy and warm, and just consensual, and I love it. So 8 out of 10. I wish she was a lolly like Senko. The guys that she goes down on are a little ugly and weird, and I wish that there was more scenes that were creative, because like a lot of the scenes in this were like pretty basic. If I'm being 8 out of 10, I wish she was a lolly. That's all I have to say. 8 out of 10, I wish she was a lolly. The scenes were a little basic. Like there was like a lot of like very vanilla stuff. I wish that there was some more like, you know, creative stuff. But there was a scene that I liked where like it was like an X-ray through her dress, and you could see her ass like through the X-ray, and that was actually really fucking hot. But like that was the only scene that like actually like got me to like sit up from my chair and be like, wait, lock in. We know you do, Panky. I wish Ugly Bastard wasn't so common. I keep on going to r/femgaze hentai because I like my hentai better when both the guy and the girl hot. That's real. That's real. Actually, that's real, because like here's the thing, right? So like the guys in here weren't ugly bastards. They were just like a little fat and ugly, but like they weren't ugly bastards. It wasn't like a disgusting pig that was like sweaty. It was just like they were like a little overweight and shit. But like it wasn't like I wouldn't go as far to say that they were ugly bastards for sure. Like it was like not bad, right? I hate Ugly Bastard though. I'm tired. Like I just want, like I totally agree with Aleph. I just want to like watch stuff where the guy is like not fat and ugly and like hard to look at and like not a creep. I just want a guy who's just like a little charming, or like at least like submissive. I just don't want an ugly bastard. I'm just tired of Ugly Bastard. I really am. Artists be self-inserting too much is crazy. Let me turn on my heater real quick. Hold on. Give me a second, chat. It's a little cold in my room. Yeah, 2 seconds. Gotta put this thing up. Ah! We're so up. Oh, shit. We're so up. We've never been more up. Alrighty. Alright. Let's do this. So anyway, this was an 8 out of 10. I thought it was good. Just wish it was, you know, I wish there was a little bit more spice to it, but like not like spice in the, I'm fine with it being vanilla and like without non-con. I'm happy that that doesn't have non-con. Anyway, let's move on. Anime number 3, Man Delivery. This was the translated name of it, like the English, like the Japanese to English translation. The name of it, like the or I guess like the I forgot what the name of it, like the kanji, no, the katakana name for it is otokono or otokonoko delivery or something like that. It's like Otokonoko or Otokono delivery or something like that. It's yaoi, trap and yaoi. That's what it is. Very different from what we usually get. So like I said, this is an anime, and so like in terms of like trap and yaoi stuff, like actually this shit is super rare. This shit is super fucking rare in anime. It's like I think this has to be like femboy like stuff is like some of the rarest shit you see in like anime. And I'm like, and I feel like everyone can agree. Like if you're like a fan of like kind of like trap yaoi femboy stuff or whatever, like it's hard to find like actual like animes like this. You get more femboys in video games than manga or anime. I know, it's like actually kind of crazy. But anyway, let's move on. So it's a very simple plot. Basically, it's just a prostitution service where all of the prostitutes that work at the company are men in or femboys instead of girls, and that's what it is. It's simple, and the two main boys that we see here, it's 𝒽𝓃 and I think it's 𝒽𝓃 or something, like SHU. I think his name is 𝒽𝓃, and then 𝒽𝓃 is this guy's name. This is what they look like when they are in their boy mode, and then this is what they look like when they're in girl mode. And so this one, like they look exactly the same, but like this one and this one, they're the same person right there. So that's girl moder. That's like perfect. That's like girl mode maxing. Unironically, they look way better as a girl than they do as a guy, though. Have you ever received a message in a DM that made you think, is it really worth continuing to be a VTuber? So like, okay. So, as we all know, I do Fansly, okay? Right? As we all know, I do Fansly, okay? And I show some lewd stuff on Fansly sometimes, like my big, fat, juicy dumper, okay? So, I got a DM on Fansly the other day, and somebody said, do you do, like, custom content? Like, a custom IRL content? And I said, yeah. It's a little expensive, but I can do it. And so the next DM I got from this guy after I responded to him was, can you please do a fart video? Farting is my fetish. I want you to fart in the camera. I'm not joking, by the way. I'm not kidding. The minute I got that message, I just immediately blocked the dude. Like I refunded him the money that he got for subscribing to me, and I just immediately blocked him. I'm not even joking. You should have responded with an outrageous price. No, there's a lot of things I would do for money. Farting on camera up close is unfortunately not something I would do. I'm sorry to the pyrocynical fans in chat, but unfortunately I would not sing for no amount of money, for like an outrageous price of like $1 billion or something, right? Sure, right? But like a realistic amount of money that someone could give me, probably not. I don't know. That's just like, I don't want to demean myself like that, you know? That's just like a lot. The DeviantArt guy probably doesn't have that. I was just so baffled. Like, I guess like props to the guy who messaged me about it, because I would never have the balls to go into someone's DMs and ask them to record a video of them farting on camera for me, right? So like, honestly, props to the guy for having the balls to do that, but holy shit, I'm telling you, that took me out. That took the wind out of my sails when I read that. I don't think I've ever just been more shocked reading something in my life. That was so fucking crazy. I can't believe that happened. Jesus. How more than half of these, how I know more than half of these, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Oh, what is this? We're so up. I wish I had that guy's confidence. Chat, is this real? Unfortunately, it's real. Anyway, moving on to this. Okay, moving on. But coming back to this. So, like I said, it is an anime where it is a prostitution service full of only femboys. And these two get hired by this guy, and they have a threesome, and that's that. Although, like, before they get hired by this guy, these two end up meeting up so that they can, like, I guess, practice before their session that they got hired for with this guy, and they end up doing it with each other, which is pretty cool. Although, dude, I'm telling you, I need you to look at this shit real quick. Literally, the blonde-haired fuck in this hentai is wearing the Amazon Basics programmer socks. The Amazon fucking basic programmer socks. The fucking the pink and white striped socks. This is, if you are a femboy, or if you have seen a femboy, you know what the Amazon basics fit look like for a femboy. It's the pink and white striped, or the blue and white striped thigh-high socks, or the underwear that I have and I've seen other femboys have. It's those black cloth masks with the different uwu faces on it, like the colon threes, or like the uwus or owos, or like whatever. And it's like other things like those like wrist, those like arm socks or whatever that you put over, where they cover up the palm of your hand and it leaves your fingers free. You know what the Amazon basics fit femboy looks like, okay? You have all seen it. I have it currently in my wardrobe. I've seen dozens of other femboys wear the Amazon's basic femboy fit too. I'm telling you, when the anime showed the shot of him wearing the Amazon basics fit femboy fucking programmer socks, I bursted out laughing. I was in fucking tears watching this. I lost any erection that I had watching this hentai, and I just had to pause it because I was laughing so hard that even fucking hentai has femboys wearing this Amazon basics ass fit, dude. This shit was so funny. And it's like, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about the Amazon basic fit for femboys, is that it's just the easiest thing to wear. Because when you're first getting into being a femboy, you're not going to go out to the mall. You're not going to go out to the store to go buy stuff. You're going to be sitting in your chair like a goblin being like, ooh, I hope my parents don't see this package when it comes in. And you're going to go on Amazon and you're going to order the cheapest thing you see. And of course, the cheapest thing you're going to see are these Chinese ass socks of the pink and white striped, or the blue and white striped socks, or the underwear, or the fucking arm socks or whatever. Like, you're like, every femboy has at least one of those four things: the cloth mask, the underwear, the socks, or the armrests. And I'm talking very specifically the Amazon basics femboy shit. Oh my god, why did fucking Despicable Me start playing in the autoplay? What the fuck? We're so up. Anyway, we're so up. It's the starting year when you become a femboy. It is. It is the starting gear. If you spawn in as a femboy, that's your starting gear. That's your level 1 equipment that every femboy starts off with. And then eventually you like upgrade your gear later when you level up and start grinding a little bit more and shit like that. Check memes. Kuchi got a new sticker. Anyway, I keep getting distracted. So like, it's like literally, dude, like in this scene where the two of them are like practicing for their session with this guy, like in bed later tonight, dude, it's so funny because the blue-haired one, Akane, literally says, "Would you like to wrap your foreskin over my wiener?" And so they literally just dock, right? They just start fucking docking on, they start fucking docking. But like, the worst part about it is that because it's Japan, they have to censor everything, okay? So like any genital or whatever, they have to censor and pixelate. So like on the screen, it's literally just two pixelated masses of flesh just like squirming against each other, and it looks like, actually, it genuinely looks like some sort of like horror fucking scenario where it's like you can't tell what it is, but it looks fucking terrifying when like you get the close-up shot of like these two masses of flesh just like weirdly like pushing into each other. It's so fucking weird, dude. I'm too Jewish to comprehend docking as a kink. Brother. So it's just one censored blob of them docking, and it's like when they bust, it's like a giant like just like foam wall just like separates the two masses of flesh and just like explodes on the screen. Dude, it was like so fucking weird. Like it like ruined, like that, it genuinely ruined like every ounce of like ooh, I'm into this that I had. Like it genuinely ruined it. And it's like, obviously this like isn't at fault of like the the anime itself, but it's just the censoring laws in Japan genuinely brought the quality of this down so much. It fucking ruined the quality of this by a lot. Because if you're watching this, you probably like penis, right? And so you're watching this for penis, but all of the wieners in the fucking anime are all censored, pixelated fucking blobs, right? So you can't see what they are. They look weird, and it's like half of the fun is just like ruined. Like half the reason why you watch fucking femboy like trap, like fucking like R34 or porn or whatever is because of the wiener, right? And so if it's all just like censored pixelated blobs, it's fucking dog shit. And obviously that's not at the fault of the animation company. It's just at the fault of fucking animation laws in Japan. There's a legislative effort to repeal the general censorship on account of being pointless and making Japanese porn less competitive in the international market. Dude, I think it just like makes their lives harder. I think it just makes their lives harder. I think that's just like what it does, you know? But like anyway, overall I liked it a lot. The main guy that rents the two guys out is really funny because he doesn't know that he saw like an ad for like this like prostitution company on a magazine, and he didn't know that all of the guys in the prostitution company were all of the people in the prostitution company were like femboys, right? So like when they come over, he starts like groping them, and he's like, yo, what the fuck is this right here? And he said, and like one of the guys is like, well, like all of the guys in our company are male. And he's like, sick. And then he just keeps going. Like he doesn't hesitate at all. He doesn't like question it. He just says, awesome. And then he just keeps going. Like what an absolute fucking chat. I thought that shit was so funny. He's just like okay with everything. He was just like sure. Like I wish he literally is just a chill guy. Like, I wish I was as chill as this dude right here. To just be like, just go with the flow like that. Like, unironically, I think I would give this a 10. Because I thought it was that good. But the egregious censor, I'd probably actually give it like an 8 or an 8.5. Actually, like, thinking about it now. But it just... the censoring and blurring was so egregious in this one. It just ruined it so much for me. It was rough. It was rough. It was rough. It was bad. I was very disappointed, but it is what it is. Euphoria. Now, I watched episode 1 of Euphoria. I didn't watch all. There's like 6 or 7 episodes of Euphoria, and they're all like 30 minutes long. I didn't watch. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just episode 1. But it was as terrible as people were saying, and I fucking hated it, and I wanted to die. Euphoria is for those who have never heard of it, Euphoria is a very, very, very infamous visual novel and anime where if you just look at the tags, scat, water sports, BDSM, this fruit that I can't mention here, but I'm sure you get the idea. So plot synopsis. So like I said, for those who don't know anything about this, so like the whole gist is that a male character, this guy right here, gets locked in a room full of women, okay? Like 6 or 7 other women, okay? And in order to get out of this locked room, he needs to do various mischievous acts to all of the girls. And once he does all of these acts to all the girls, they will be let go. I've seen some of this. The second I see any of those 3 in the tag list, I know about. Yeah. Water sports is something that I'm okay with, but the other 3 are. Anyway, so like I said, it's a death game where if the guy doesn't do the mischievous acts to any of the girls that are told to him, they will all die and they won't be able to leave. So each episode covers a different girl that he has to do different horrible things to in order to leave. And so this first one is where he has to non-con. He has to tie up this girl right here in bondage that you see right here, and he has to non-con her in front of everyone. And he has to bust twice inside of her. So he has to tie her up, non-con her, and then bust twice in order to complete the challenge. And that's just the first challenge. There are other various challenges throughout the series that I have heard of, like taking a dookie in someone's mouth, peeing on them, hitting them and beating them until they're bleeding and bruised. And just Euphoria is just the most fucked up, deranged, and just horrible. It's like if someone just like took all of the worst fetishes and kinks that they could think of and just put it into one single visual novel or like anime. That's basically what it is. Just think of like the worst kinks and things you can think of, and that's what Euphoria is. So like literally the first episode of Euphoria, which is the one that I watched, it opens up with one of the, so it starts off with 7 girls, I believe, okay? It starts off with one of the 7 girls saying, fuck this shit, I'm not doing this. And then immediately she gets kidnapped by a robot and she gets put into a chair and she gets electrocuted to death right in front of everyone. And so everyone is like, we're not, if you say fuck this shit, I'm out, they will literally just kill you right there. This I don't even intellectually comprehend Guro. It makes me nauseous. Dude, it's terrible. It's awful. It's just the worst. And like, call me crazy, but I think is hotter when everyone is enjoying and nobody hates being there. Like that's real. That's real. Nah. Like Aleph, wait, where are you? Aleph? Nah, I'm gonna hold on. Give me a second. Nah, Aleph? Nah. Dab me up. I can't, I don't think you guys can hear it. Let me turn up. Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh, I see. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm doing something silly and dumb and stupid. Speakers, there we go. Okay. Alright. Aleph, dab me up, little bro. Get over here. Yeah, dab me up. That's real. Euphoria was probably definitely made for pure shock value. And that's all it's made for. It's not made probably for anyone to actually like beat their shit to or crank their hog to. I wouldn't be surprised if this was made purely just for shock value and like this is horrible, disgusting factor, you know? I just hated it. Like Redo of Healer, it's like Redo of Healer but way worse because it has not just non-con but scat and water sports and Guro stuff, you know? It's just everything you can think of, just every horrible thing you can think of all wrapped up into one little bundle. These VNs, do you have a fan base? There is no last 2 episodes. Thank God. Thank God, honestly. Fuck the people who made this. They should die. Death by electrocution versus any of the other shit in the doujin. Hard decision. Just give me the chair. Yeah. Honestly, I think that the girl who died by the electric chair honestly got off free, if I'm being honest with you. Like, that was like the freest W of her life. Like, being able to get out of this shit. Like, she actually unironically, she was saved. So, that's just... Those terrifying things someone can leave in combination of our Guro stuff and non-con, I would not feel safe being the same room as someone with those 3. Yep. So I feel like this is a pretty resounding 0 out of 10. There was nothing There was nothing redeemable about this at all. I felt nothing but pain. I did not get bricked even once watching this. It was just a nothing but horrible disgust and pain and just regret watching this. And I just, it was terrible. It was terrible. It's terrible. It really is. What a terrible day to be alive. What a terrible day for Rain. Well, but that is the last anime. So out of the 7, 3 doujins, 4 anime, we have 7 total to rank here. So let me see here. So let's do our ranking here. So we have all of them gathered up right here. So I'm gonna rank them all from worst to best. So I feel like this is obviously like, this is the worst one, just like by far. This is like, obviously this is like so far behind everything else. In fact, I'm just gonna like put it like off screen, like right there. Like it's like far, it's so far off screen. It's going like right here. That's where it deserves to go. I'll take a wild guess and say that Euphoria will be last and Shoujo Ramune will be first. Okay, unironic. Okay, I actually think the best one was this one right here. I think this was by far the best one, if I'm being honest with you. The bitch monthly one with the Gyaru, this was the best one. Like hands down, this was just like so, God, it was so peak. Shoujo Ramune, I'm not gonna say it's a close second, because I actually like this way better than I like Shoujo Ramune. But I thought this was good, but this was just way better in my opinion, right? Now where would I put this? So like in terms of where everything else would go, let me think. I think this would have to be the second worst. Not that it's anywhere close to Euphoria bad, but like just the animation and the censoring did really like ruin like the whole vibe for me. And then in terms of where the other 3 would go, I think I would put you right there. And I would put you right here, because I actually did like you a lot. You were very hot. And then this one could go like right here. So I think this is our ranking. Not saying that that the Yaoi one was anywhere close to as bad as Euphoria, but not saying that this one is nearly as bad as this. It's just, that's just how it goes, I'm afraid. But let's go to view real quick. I think this makes sense. I think this just makes sense, you know? Euphoria is the worst, followed by Man Delivery, and then Rock Paper Scissors, Rental App, and then Naughty Fox Inn, Shoujo Ramune, and then Black Girl Monthly, or like whatever the fuck it was called. If I remember, there's a subculture of Gyaras where the aspect of Western culture, they're mimicking the weeb culture as a meta joke. That's funny. You're just saying this to spite me now? Literally, I'm not. No, I'm literally not. I unironically thought this was the best one. No, I'm not saying this to spite you. I just thought this was the best one. Like, hands down. It was just so good. It was that good.